going on, y'all? This is Patrick.
And Adam.
This is the New Release Wednesday show. This is your NRW for October 11th, 2017.
At Painted Visions.
Painted Visions. Yeah, we're here live. Painted Visions, comics, cards, and games. If you don't have a local LCS and you live in the Woodbridge area, this should be your shop, right?
I mean, of course, we offer subscription service with discounts. We take great care of our customers. I mean, we just ain't got nothing else that we could offer. We offer everything.
Everything. All right, guys, we apologize for not having a show last week. There was so much going on. We were coming off of Baltimore Comic-Con, and we're still recovering from that with all the interviews, events, coverage that we have from that.
And somebody had to go to New York.
And then we had to go to New York Comic-Con, and that was amaze balls, and we have so much stuff from that to come. So we apologize, but that's going to all come your way. And actually, you'll see a little bit of it during this episode because we also didn't have enough time to do topics this week because of all of that. So you'll see some of that footage this week along with our picks that me and Adam brought to you. But before we get to all that, we just want to send and also a shout out and a dedication to people you've loved and seen on the show these past few episodes since our return. They're going to be gone for a while because luckily and thankfully for them, they've got a lot of cool stuff going on. So first up, we want to say goodbye to Brandy and Rob. They have a lot of cool stuff going on with them, but they had to take some time off. So much our love and to both Brandy and Rob from Adam and Patrick. So shout out to those guys. And as y'all know, Liz is a filmmaker, actor like myself as well. And you've seen us talk about her show and getting into film festivals and winning. So Liz is awesome. She's taking an extensive film class that's going to have her busy with all kinds of stuff. So our love to Liz. So Liz, Brandy, and Rob, they've got stuff going on, so much love to them. Let them do their thing. We're going to continue to do our thing because it's what we love with our NRW. We're going to keep on bringing it to you. There's going to be some changes, but, you know, you guys have been there through all of those changes, and we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. So let's go on to our coverage from this past week and let them see that, and Adam and I will be back as always. All right, guys?
All right, guys. Catch you around.
Deuces! What's going on, world? It's your boy Patrick Michael Strange. This is the New Release Wednesday show. Again, we're here at New York Comic Con 2017, chilling with my man Eric, the Smoke Moran.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
It's a pleasure to see you, dog.
Same here, man. Same here.
I know you're killing it with the Urban Action Showcase and Expo. We're at that booth right now.
Yes.
And you're going to have the world premiere of your fan film.
Choices.
You're a huge Spawn fan, right?
Yes, yeah. Basically, what happened was a couple years back, when I first started doing my cosplay of Spawn, Tom Farmer reached out to me and he asked me, he was like, hey, can I show your pictures on Twitter? And this was before everybody really started wearing Spawn and everything else. And so I was like, are you kidding me?
You got the stamp from the man.
Yeah, so what happened was, I told Todd years ago, I said, I got a Spawn fan film I'm working on. I said, you know, I'm going to work on it. I want to see it on. Because I won't say no more. When it's done, send me the link and everything else. A few years later, social media is up more than ever, bigger than ever.
Yeah.
I decided to sit down with a creative team. My boy Mario from Rebirth MXD, Oliver Hollandale from Sunny Meat Pictures, my production company, Together Brothers Productions.
Yes.
And we worked really hard and put something great together, working with Brian Lessig, co-writing it with me, executive producer Jose Hernandez, who's one of the stars of the film, who plays as Jason Wynn and stuff, and everything's going crazy. We have Joe Colton, she's playing as a mystery celebrity guest.
What's up, girl?
And we got, let's see who else we got. We got so many stars. We got B Wild Cosplay himself, Brian Gregory, my partner in crime for Together Brothers Productions. We got a whole cast of great people, and what I did was I did these mini trailers that you won't see in the film, but it's out there like epilogues or preludes leading into the film. Some are before, some are after the film. But everything is like quick little trailers for you to see, so you guys get the build up come November 11th when we premiere. Just yesterday, we got the endorsement from the one and only man himself, Tom McFarlane. He gave us a blessing.
I'm gonna make that picture pop across the screen right now.
Right, Tom McFarlane.
Look at
and
that!
I have to send you the picture. We basically crisscross. He's now working right now with Dark Horse Comics. He's worked with Milestone, DC, Marvel. He did the artwork for the official poster for Choices. And also, we have my girl Angela, who did the other secondary poster. So we have a lot of people involved in this project.
Con family, artist family, cosplay family.
It's all about that. That's what it's all about. And the thing is that we've been working real hard to put this together. It's a labor of love, 3 years in the making. And it was right on time when hooking up with Demetrius for the Urban Action Showcase and Expo for the 20th anniversary of Spawn for the animated series and the HBO series. And I was just like, you know what? This will be the time to show the film. So everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. And so as you see, some of it's playing right now and everything else. So a lot of people are real excited. The buzz has been going around. We're going to keep it generated and all. This weekend at New York Comic Con, I'm going to be wearing both the film version of my Spawn costume for Choices, done by Rebirth MXD, and my other suit done by Snake Pit Studios. So I'm doing a combination of both, because sometimes, you know, when you're wearing latex, it's heavy. When you're wearing it for 5 hours, it's heavy. So it's really, really, really something really good. We're going to have a Spawn cosplay contest at the Urban Action Showcase and Expo on November 11th. I'm hosting it with some other great guests. So you bring your best Spawn cosplay out. You know, you get to wear it. You know, I want the Spawn army to grow. We're also going to have action cosplay contest. So if you are in a Pacific action hero, you get to come up on stage, do your action poses, you know, bring that character to life. That's what I'm all about. When we're doing a character like Spawn, we're doing a character like John Wick, or any of these other martial arts characters, action heroes, Superman, Batman, we want to see you bring that character to life.
Have fun with it.
That shows how much you love that character. So we want to see that on the floor. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have great guests. We've got big surprises. We're going to be premiering Choices at the Urban Expo. Right before we show the film of Spawn, motion picture of Spawn, with some special announcements and everything else in between. So I'm real excited about it.
Yo, Eric, man, this is amazing. You got the stamp from the man, you got crisscross working with you, you got all the cosplay family working with you. Dude, you know what we need to do now? We should end it by showing some of those teasers that you talked about.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Check out my teasers for my YouTube page, The Smoke 007. We're going to have the links.
There, but I'm going to throw it in at the end of this video. Okay. If you don't mind.
No, I love
I'm going to throw it in there. Boom. Why don't you send it their way?
All right.
Tell them where to go, where to follow you on, and then
you want to follow and see what's coming up right after we debut the film, all on my YouTube channel, The Smoke 007. That's The Smoke 007, 007.
Right on the
You can't miss it. It's my YouTube channel. Every other week we'll be posting a brand new trailer leading up to November 11th for the film. And then the week after we debut the film at the Urban Showcase, Action Showcase and Expo, we're going to show it on November 24th. Everyone gets to see it worldwide.
Now here's the tease right now. Check it out. Hey, Smoke Moran.
Thank you, brother.
Always, man.
Wanda.
Alright guys, this is Patrick, and these are my picks for the NRW of October 11th, 2017. First up, I have the Falcon. Yes, Marvel Legacy is upon us, and Falcon has now dropped the mantle of Captain America because Marvel. What can I say? You know, it's always changing up with everything. So he's now out on his lonesome, and he has the character by the Patriot, who he's taken under his wing. Haha, wing. And it's being written by, who are we giving shout outs to? Rodney Barnes, who you know off of the Boondocks, is on the writing chores, and the artist is Joshua Cassara from Secret Empire Underground. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a new Falcon title. Still love the man, even though he's no longer Captain America, but he's back to his roots again. We're going to check that out. Next up, I have Wildstorm, Michael Cray, the DC imprint, formerly Image. Now Wildstorm characters are in the DC universe. It's being illustrated by my boy N. Stephen Harris. Shout out to my boy N. Stephen Harris, doing a bang up job. It's great to see you on the majors again. It's about it. Let's see here what we got. Michael Cray, a professional assassin, has been betrayed by the international operations and has an alien life form inside his head that's either killing him, transforming him, or both. Really interesting. And I forgot to mention, on the writing chores is Brian Hill along with Warren Ellis. So the awesome art skills by my man N. Stephen Harris with Warren Ellis and Brian Hill. Dope combination there. You're going to want to check that out. So shout out to Wildstorm Michael Cray. And a sneak peek at the very end. Who's his first target? Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. So it's going to be this new character, Michael Cray, against Oliver Queen. Who do you got your money on that one? That's going to be quite interesting. For my last pick, there was a lot of books coming out, but one that particularly grabbed me because I love the statues, I love what's going on with it, and that's DC Collectibles Gotham City Garage stuff. And they now have a title. Check that out. Coming out. It looks very interesting. The art looks dope. Who do we have on here? Lansing, Kelly, Ching, Fitzpatrick. Flipping through it real quickly. I'm going to throw it across the screen right now. Just some really dope art. I love how they're kind of taking the statues that they did such a bang up job on, and kind of the stories that, from looking at those statues, you kind of put it in your head what story that could have been, because there was no pre-existing material. Now we get to see what DC's going to drop on them. So Gotham City Garage, Wildstorm Michael Cray, and Falcon are my top 3 from 3 this week. Also, I want to send another shout out to a book, the official Walking Dead cookbook from Inside Insight Editions. We talked to Lauren Wilson, the author of the book, over at New York Comic Con. So look forward to that interview. It's a great survivalist cookbook to kind of tell you to help you cook when you're living in the apocalypse. It's going to be dope. So you're going to want to check that out. Look forward to the interview. And those are my picks. Again, this is Patrick for October 11th, 2017.
Hey guys, this is Lauren Wilson, author of the official Walking Dead cookbook. You can check me out at laurenmwilson.com. And you are watching the New Release Wednesday show.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Patrick Michael Strange. This is the New Release Wednesday show. We're still here having a great time at New York Comic Con 2017. And y'all know I'm a Walking Dead fan, and I'm a foodie. And to combine the Walking Dead and my passion for food is awesome. And I have the author of the Walking Dead cookbook, Lauren Wilson, is in the house. Good to meet you, Lauren. It's a pleasure. Can you tell us a little about the Walking Dead? How did it come to be? Because how do you take food and zombies and put that together?
So originally, I have another cookbook out called The Art of Eating Food, the Zombie Apocalypse. And so that was my first foray into apocalyptic cooking. And then when I was approached to do the Walking Dead cookbook, I said, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like one of the biggest zombie properties out there, so it goes. So are we combining roadkill off the street and putting it on the plate? What are we doing here?
No, we're not. Now, there are some things that maybe people don't eat every day in their lives. Like, for instance, I know Daryl is a huge hunter. He catches himself a lot of squirrels.
Okay.
There's a squirrel recipe in there. There's a deer recipe.
Actual squirrel recipe? Oh, okay. So we are working like we are in the apocalypse right now.
That's right.
Making food.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I did my absolute best to stay super true to the world of the Walking Dead show.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
So like, okay, so for instance, there's only like certain cans food that are left. So are we jazzing up canned food maybe?
There's
with a combination of what we can grow in the time?
You nailed it. Exactly. Yeah.
So
you're growing things, you're hunting things, you're scavenging things. Imagine if with society had ceased to be, how would you do yourself?
Being Asian Filipino, are we jazzing up Spam?
Oh, you know we are.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So how was that experience, and how has the reception been so far on the cookbook?
It's been amazing. I mean, Walking Dead fans are hardcore fans, and I'm a hardcore nerd, so it's just been great. And the whole project has been top to bottom, just
super cool.
So beyond that, I would love to walk in there. We're promoting that in this book. If it's a cookbook, we're going to throw the website below where you can order that book right now. Do we have anything else that we can look forward to from the Lord?
Well, I have another cookbook in the works, but it is a half-baked idea currently, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But I will say...
I like the half-baked.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
If you go to my website, laurenambler.com, I have an exclusive free bonus recipe packet that is perfect for viewing parties. So if you want to do a little viewing party for watching the premiere, check out my website, grab the recipes, it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Check it out. The website right here is on the screen. Go there after you've seen this and make some of this awesome grub and invite me because I'm ready to eat. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lauren.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.
Hey guys, Adam at Painted Visions, the manager. You know me, you love me. Now we're gonna go over some picks. All right, first of all, I got a really weird week. I'm going all DC. I don't know what's going on. Where's Adam? I'm right here. All right, so first, I'm gonna go with Ragman. Why? Because I don't know shit about Ragman.
The cover's dope, though.
The cover's great. It's a 6-issue miniseries. I find myself more willing to read miniseries nowadays because I got 6 issues and I'm done. So I don't feel bad when I'm like, oh man, or an arc runs dry. So it's nice for books to have a definitive ending. I'm interested to see how they're going to recreate Ragman, as I found myself really drawn to the darker stuff DC is doing, just with all of the phenomenal stuff. So now I'm going to move on to stay with that topic. It's a little darker bit. My next pick is going to be Mr. Miracle #3. The first issue of this book blew everybody by surprise, mostly because I can say it's Tom King with what he did to Vision. Except for this time, now we're dealing with a character who is suicidal and has other mental illnesses going on. And it's really interesting to see these heroes of grandeur deal with these human issues that are unfortunately plaguing our society and the world everywhere today. So they're doing a really interesting job of walking that fine line of entertainment while educating people on the concept. I didn't know much about Mr. Miracle. I'm learning a lot about the new gods, and all I can say is Granny Goodness is very, very creepy. Then my number one pick, again, got to stay on the darkness, but this is a different kind of dark. This is Dark Knight's Metal. Dark Knight's Metal number 3 here, because unfortunately they've gotten so many one-shots coming out that have just been amazing. They're not for the faint of heart. They are for extremely brutal. You're seeing these evil versions of Bruce Wayne finally come to the regular DC universe from the dark multiverse, and they're here tearing things up. So far we've had the 3 one-shots explaining, the 3. We got the Red Death, Murder Machine, and the Dawnbreaker. As you can probably guess, Red Death is Batman Flash, Murder Machine, Batman Cyborg, Dawnbreaker is Batman Green Lantern. But all these books have been phenomenal. This issue, I'm dying to read it. I'm actually going to, already read half of it. I'm going to finish reading it as soon as I get Patrick out of here. And then I did read at the end. They're making me wait 2 months for issue 4.
No!
So I don't like that, but we do get Batman Lost. So we get to find out what's going on with him in this storyline. But this book has been absolutely phenomenal. Please come pick it up. Again, we got Mr. Miracle, Ragman, and the one Metal. Guys, come pick them up.
G'day, I'm John Harlan Kim. Feel free to join in on the Season 4 fun of the Librarians later this year on TNT. You are watching the new Release Wednesday show.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Patrick Michael Strange. This is the New Release Wednesday show. We're here at Baltimore Comic-Con 2017. And I got my girl Natasha.
From the Nerd Element.
The Nerd Element. She's out here representing with me because we have an awesome friend. Because she's a super fangirl over the Librarians.
Oh, yeah.
And when she told me that, yo, you're going to talk to John? You're going to talk to John? This is John Harlan Kim, y'all.
Hey, how you
the
doing?
Librarians is in the house. John, pleasure to have you on.
Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the Librarians. How about when you first got the call to get the gig?
Yeah.
The God is speaking. We're live at Baltimore Comic-Con, y'all. This is
That's
what
what we do. That's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's good timing.
I didn't know Colossus was here until he spoke to me. Shout out to my man Stefan. Am I mispronouncing? We love you, bro.
Good dude.
You can catch his interview too after this because we're trying to kill time because the voice of God wants some more. Enjoying the show, John?
Yeah, loving it, yeah.
Have you been to Baltimore Comic-Con before?
No, I'd never even been to Baltimore, so this is kind of cool. I only found out like a week ago that I was coming in, so...
Oh, excellent.
Literally a week ago, and that's when I got my ticket to come here.
And that's what she told me. She found out you were... I have to be there.
I just have. It's John.
Yeah. No, it was good. I was in Japan, and we got the call, and it was sort of my first chance to come to a con by myself. And someone had mentioned that Baltimore was a great starter con, good numbers, but not too crazy. So and it's kind of nice because the rest of the guests are so sweet and lovely, and it's a good time. So I'm really rapt to be here.
Definitely. So as we were saying before, the voice of God took over. Getting the call for Librarians, how was that?
Yeah, good. I had just done my first US pilot season, and got back to Australia. Struck out on most things, and then essentially we got sent the brief for Ezekiel Jones, and sent in an audition tape, and 2 days later I received a call saying that I booked it. So I remember I had a friend over at the time, and Mum was in the house, and we all just started jumping and going insane. So that was a good time.
Awesome. So going from the Pacific, and I was looking into your career, because I'm an actor as well. You kind of give me hope as an uncredited actor. I've done a lot of work. And here you are, uncredited actor on the Pacific, and now to being on the Librarians. Let's talk a little bit about your character on the show.
Ezekiel Jones is a brash, young, irresponsible
thief extraordinaire.
Flies by the seat of his pants. But I would say definitely sort of as the seasons have gone, we're now up to season 4. He's developed some sort of sensibilities.
He's kind of sloppy a little bit.
Yeah, he's caring a little bit more about his newfound family. So that's kind of cool to be able to play something where initially he was definitely one-dimensional, and now you sort of see that
God's taking over again. Michael, John wants to know why you're interrupting. All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah. So no, it's kind of cool to sort of see as you go along that the character develops, and you realize that cocky, arrogant attitude is just a front he puts on, and every season they sort of give a little bit more of the reason.
Yeah. In fact, you kind of sacrificed yourself just a little bit. I think it was in season 2.
Yeah, point of salvation.
Yes. And I was like, I think that was the turning point for me. We were like, oh my gosh, he's starting to become He's starting to care.
That was the payoff, absolutely. Yeah. So it's kind of nice. And then season 3 we saw more and more, and coming up, our new season hasn't got an airing date yet, but when it does, we've already finished filming, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's honestly, it's going to be
live tweets.
Yeah.
It's fun to live tweet with him. Seriously.
I'll be around.
Is there anything more you want to see? Let me give yourself a fangirl question.
Stumpy, do you still miss him?
I cry in my car every day about Stumpy. Yeah.
Do you have like a stuffed animal, or like a stuffed Stumpy with you? Like,
no.
Has anyone create a stuffed Stumpy?
That's exactly what we need.
Sell it.
Yeah. No, I tried to take the real Stumpy home, but Props wasn't having any of that. But when we were doing photo opportunities yesterday, one of the ladies had
I need a shirt. I need that shirt.
T-shirt, and I was kind of wigging out. That was kind of cool to see that there was some Stumpy support here, because it's a very special place in my heart.
Awesome. Want to talk about any other projects you have going on that you're looking forward to doing? Still got the schedule with Librarians is kind of taking over at the moment?
Yeah, no. Last season I actually ended up borrowing Dean Devlin's cameras and sort of going into producer mode in a way. So I shot my own project over 3 days, and that's got some pretty good names: Arden Cho, Aaron Jakubenko, Reggie Lee. Fingers crossed that gets finished up soon. And
wow.
Yeah. So
do you have a name for that?
No, right now it's Untitled John Kim thing. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But beyond that, that season 4 Librarians and trying to spend as much time back home. And
awesome.
Tied up right now. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question as an Asian actor myself. And Asian representation. And there's a whole big thing. I'm also with the group, the Nerds of Color. Shout out to the Nerds of Color out there. We had a whole thing about Asian representation and whitewashing. Want to talk about that? Have you experienced any of that? How do you feel about that? And diversity in cinema.
I mean, it's such a broad thing, so I try to keep it as minimal as I can. But obviously, diversity is at the forefront of the conversation right now. And as far as being of Asian descent, it's almost like the first time light's been shed on that particular race. So I definitely found some more opportunities have come up lately, but it's still a long way to go. Obviously, the Ed Skrein incident was a big example that was set for someone who felt as though that story needed to be told in its rightful way. And so at the end of the day, I think it's something that's changing and it's getting better, but ultimately we still have such a long way to go, and it's like anything worth changing, it's going to take some time. But I do appreciate it, because the reason it is important is you want to see of any gender, race, nation, religion. You want to still feel like you can do whatever it is you want. You want to feel like you can be courageous, you can fall in love, you can be a hero. And a lot of the stories, just a very personal one is obviously I have a very close, almost like a nephew, who he's half Russian, half Korean, and unfortunately he doesn't have any Avengers to point up to. He doesn't have any DC or anything. So to the point that even the kids at school actually make him feel like he has to play the bad guy because there's on occasion a lot of Asian villains. So, you know, and you're 6 years old and you're getting told that it has an effect on you. And if, at the moment, I feel like that you're interfering with someone else's experience on planet Earth because of your ideas about what they should be. That's when that's the line right there, and you crossed it. So it's an issue that's close to my heart. It's part of my fight, and yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. By the time I get to leading man age, there's some more opportunities for guys like us. Yeah.
I think you could definitely be a hero, and you're already a hero on Librarians.
Yeah, he's a hero, but I want to eventually have him as a main character.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That would be ideal, but until then, I'm stoked to be a part of the show, and I'm stoked to be here in Baltimore right now, so things are good.
Awesome. Last question, since we're at Baltimore Comic-Con, if you could have one superpower and be a superhero on a TV show, what would it be, or a film? What superpower would you like to have?
That's a tough one. There's so many.
Flight, teleportation.
No, I'm gonna.
Super strength.
I'm a little scared of heights, so flight would be off the table.
Okay.
Honestly, I think shapeshifting would be fun. Especially
a little mystique action.
Yeah. Which, ironically, working with Rebecca Romaine, just wanting to steal her powers. Really.
So shout out to Rebecca.
Yeah. No, I would love to. Be able to, I'm thinking selfishly, but to show up to an audition and be able to just look however you want, that would be, you know what I mean?
Who would you want to shapeshift like the most? Like, who do you want to like?
Who I would want to be the most?
Yeah.
Probably someone like Shaq. You walk around, You're physically imposing. I can go play in the NBA for a couple of years. So
Definitely.
You get his talent too.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the way it works. If you shapeshift, you also get their abilities, as far as sports. That would be cool. We'll see how it goes, but that would probably be it.
Awesome, John. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Why don't we throw up if you can give some of your heroes. I'm gonna make it magically appear as you say them, where they can check you out, follow you
along
online.
the bottom.
That's my superpower right now.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are all at John Harlan Kim, so easy does it. Yeah.
Check him out. John, thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Natasha, the nerd element, the super fangirl. She loves you, John. And I'm Patrick, and now I love you.
A lot of love.
You're watching the New Release Wednesday show, and we're here at Baltimore Comic-Con 2017. All right, guys, that's our show. Adam Martin, Patrick Michael Strange. We got a little bit of tidbit of information before we sign off, right, Adam?
I think we got a few things.
Let's throw it, Adam. This week also that came out, besides the wonderful comics here at Panavision Comics, Cards, and Games, and your local LCS. At your Best Buy, your Target, Baby Driver on Blu-ray. Did you ever catch that while it was in theaters?
I didn't catch that, but it's on DVD already.
But it's dope, though.
I've been looking forward to it. It was a movie I really wanted to see. Just unfortunately, it's just not easy to go out to the theaters anymore these days.
That's true. But now you can go cop that. It's a great film, let me tell y'all. The House, that Will Ferrell movie and Amy Poehler. I didn't get a chance to see it when it was in theaters. They basically do a casino in their own house because they go bankrupt. So the way they try to make their money again to save their house, or actually no, to put their daughter through college.
Okay.
They go bankrupt and her daughter needs to go to college, so they put a casino in their house.
All right, well, I'm going to get a little hate. Unfortunately, it's got Will Ferrell in it.
You don't like Will Ferrell?
Not a big Will Ferrell fan.
All right.
You put John C. Reilly with him, then I'll watch.
All right, well, are you a gamer?
Yes.
Out in now is Middle Earth: Shadow of War.
Yes.
I think that's like Lord of the Rings.
You think that's Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth.
You think Middle Earth? Patrick!
I'm coming off a long weekend. That's Lord of the Rings.
That is Lord of the Rings, and this is the sequel to. Let's see, what was the first one? This one's Shadow of War. The first one's Shadow of Mordor. That's what it was.
Okay,
but this is what game is doing something cool where they're taking some of your previous information from the earlier game and carrying it over to this one. Awesome. So in the game, you have the ability to brand orcs and make them your friends and do things.
So it carries over your top ally and your top enemy, because this game features a recurring nemesis system where whenever you beat somebody, they come back later and remember how you beat them, and they fight you depending on how you fought last time.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I wish more games would take advantage of it.
So you're going to be copping that game.
It's already on my order. Amazon's going to have it here Thursday.
Alrighty. And also coming out, the Evil Within 2. I don't know if you played Evil Within 1.
I didn't play the first one, but I can tell you they dropped the trailer for that first one, and it made me want to play it.
Okay.
So I've had a lot of people tell me it's really good. It's just one of those games on the hit list. Unfortunately, I have been playing way too much Destiny.
All right, and last but not least, Friday the 13th, the game. That looks dope. That I want to get.
Is it officially released this week?
Well, apparently, from what I understand, it's been on digital download.
Yeah.
You're now getting an actual disc.
Okay, so I guess it's been in the paid beta, as people call it. So, no, I've seen this game. It's a one versus many. One random person gets to be Jason Voorhees. The rest of them get to be campers. There's a lot of different settings. They got different Jason skins with different abilities. They've got the classic burlap sack on his head.
Yeah.
So, no, it's a really fun-looking game, and I can tell if it looks to be, if you had a good group of people to play with, it'd be a lot of fun.
I'm psyched. So I can't wait to check it out because I didn't play the beta that was out. In theaters this Friday, The Foreigner with Jackie Chan. He's getting a little bit more serious. His daughter is abducted, so he's trying to get the embassies to go after her and find out what's going on. It's a dramatic turn, and it also features one of the Pierce Brosnan.
He's taking a page from Liam Neeson's. The older you get, more action movies you can do.
So that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Marshall, Chadwick Boseman, a.k.a. Black Panther, is doing the life story of Thurgood Marshall. Happy Death Day, a new horror movie since it is October. It's not Happy Birthday, it's Happy Death Day. Kind of intriguing.
Looks bad, but it could be good. I mean, bad horror.
Bad horror
movies are good.
It's got that bad cheese good to it.
I mean, the guy's wearing a giant baby mask.
Apparently, she's like reliving it. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, birthday.
Yeah.
But it's her death.
And she keeps trying to survive it.
Yes. So.
And it's always this weird guy with his baby mask on.
I'm intrigued. I can't lie.
And we know our boy 50 Cent got paid on the movie anyway.
He's on that?
No, but don't you not recognize the soundtrack?
Oh no! Oh no! I've been hearing the tips on the radio, so I didn't like.
They keep the Shorty It's Your Birthday song.
Yeah,
that's
he's getting paid. He's getting paid.
He's getting paid.
And last but not least, Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman, the so-called true story of the William Moulton Marston, who was the creator writer of Wonder Woman. Have you seen that trailer? Have you seen any of that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, apparently, the creator had a harem of women, and kind of goes against kind of like the strong Wonder Woman thing that we know that this so-called womanizer.
You're saying he's the creator?
Yes, William Moulton Marston.
Well, then I'm going to say it's right on par, because we are remembering what Wonder Woman's original weakness was: binding her bangles together.
So yeah, I've seen. I'm friends with. Is it Cheryl Marston, the daughter? Okay, and apparently this isn't what her mother was like. They didn't have like this other woman that other woman was in the family, but it wasn't a menage a trois kind of relationship going on. So very interesting. I'm curious what Hollywood is doing, but also check out the real story. It's based on a novel that was done. And that is in contention. That isn't really what was going on. But
well, I mean, it's only because just a couple months ago. Well, I don't know if it came out, but I just saw a couple months ago that documentary on Bill Finger and Bob Kane. And I mean, I thought that was really interesting, where they explained this is what you've known, but unfortunately, history is just a story, so you only know what's been told.
Exactly. So that's why I'm so captivated by it. Some events coming up this weekend: Conapalooza 2017 in Bristol, Virginia. If you live in that area, go check that out. It's all 3 days. And up in Oaks, PA, RetroCon. If you're a fan of the old classics, a lot of my cosplayer friends are heading out to that one. Go check that out. But most importantly, we're here at Paint and Vision Comics, Cards, and Games. We got something cool happening October 28th.
Yes, October 28th, last Saturday of the month. We're doing Netflix, Stranger Things, presenting Halloween Comic Fest. It's essentially a free comic book day for Halloween. Come in. We're going to have our sidewalk sale. We're going to have plenty of books to give out for the kids and the adults. There's going to be a little bit of everything. But it's just a great day to come out, experience your local comic book store. If you've never been in, please come in. This is everything for everyone. People may not think they're into comic books. They just haven't found the right one. But yeah, come in. We're going to have our sidewalk sale featuring trades and issues marked down greatly. Plenty of free books. Come on out. Have a great time and see us for the Halloween Comic Fest. Again, that's Saturday 28th and we'll be doing it all day right here.
And I'll add, beyond the sales, beyond the free comics, we got some special surprises in the works, hopefully to go down here at Painted Visions. We can't give away too much details until we've locked that down, as well as at the amazing comic shop that we're doing there as well. I'll be in the house. New Release Wednesday is going to be in the house. Cost Love, I'm looking to bring some more of my cosplayers. If you came out to our Harley Quinn Day event, we brought a bunch of our Cost Love cosplayers out here at Painted Visions. It was a good time. People could take pictures with all of our cosplayers, and we're hopefully bringing a ton more here at Painted, as well as at the amazing comic shop. So stay tuned to the Painted Visions website, the amazing comic shop website, the Facebook pages. Follow, like, subscribe, check us out, and we'll have more details on what's going down. And as always, Adam Martin.
And guys, that's what you call a tease.
A tease. We're good teasers, right?
A little bit.
I'm Patrick Michael Strange. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of that.
Instagram. Friendster.
All right.
Not MySpace, though.
Yeah. You ready to go read some comments and get some...
I'm ready to get him out of here and read some metal.
Let's do that. All right, guys. We're out of here.